former two-time world champion and the second IBF super middleweight champion, Chong Park from South Korea, who's joining the IBF's 29th annual convention here in Hawaii, and he's being honored. Chong, first of all, congratulations on being recognized by the IBF and making the trip to Hawaii. How are you finding your trip so far?
우선 하와이의 IBF 초청으로 이렇게 참석해 주셔서 감사합니다. 하와이에 오셔서 어떤 소감을 한번 말씀해 주시죠. 소감이 어떠신지.
우선은 권투를 했다는 게 너무나 영광이죠. 제가 권투 운동을 했기 때문에 여기 온 자리잖아요. 또 챔피언이 됐기 때문에 여기 온 거고.
This first of all, it was my honor being playing boxing because without boxing I wouldn't be here, and without being a champion I wouldn't be here. So I'm really honored to be here.
Okay. Tell us about what you remember winning the IBF title from the very first champion, Murray Sutherland, in Korea, in your home country. Your memories about that.
한국에서 머리 서덜랜드 씨를 이기고 처음으로 챔피언 된 때 기억나시는 것이 있으면 말씀해 달래요.
정말 서덜랜드 선수가 훌륭한 선수였어요. 잘하는 선수였고. 그래서 내가 먼저 다운이 당했는데도 역전 우리 국내에서 했기 때문에 내가 이긴 걸로 생각을 그래 키워내겠지만은 정말 내가 지금까지 많이 싸워본 선수 중에서 서덜랜드 선수가 제일 훌륭한 선수였다고 생각합니다.
I really respected him. He was a good fighter and he was a good boxer. Even though I was knocked down first, the only reason I was able to win was that the fact that we are playing in South Korea, my hometown. That's the probably reason I could win, even though I won by KO. But still, I remember he was a very excellent boxer.
So did you have, what was your confidence like going into that fight? Were you worried at first about being prepared?
그러면 그렇게 훌륭한 선수랑 싸우실 때 어떤 자신감이 있었냐요? 아니면 어떻게 준비하셨냐요? 그 시합을?
준비는 내가 권투가 있었기 때문에 제가 자신이 있다고 했잖아요. 권투가 없었으면 내 자신이 없었던 거고, 그러니까 또 IBF가 있어서 초대 챔피언이잖아요. 그러니까 그 당시에는 정말 꿈과 희망을 가지고 운동을 했던 거죠. 꿈과 희망. 동양을 내가 19차 방어했는데도 또 운 좋게 슈퍼 미들급이라는 게 새로 신설이 되었기 때문에 저한테는 크나큰 행운이었죠.
First, I was quite confident, and also I have to put this on my certain luck because at that time super middleweight was open, so I was very lucky. But most of all, I was quite confident about winning because we had all this dream and hope, and IBF was just started this new super middleweight. So I was lucky. I was full of dream and hope and confidence. That's the way that I won.
Now you also fought a couple other very tough Americans, Vinny Curto and Lindell Holmes. Lindell Holmes also went on to become a champion. How did you rate them as challengers, the difficulty and the toughness?
나중에요, 저 챔피언 선수님이 나중에 미국 사람들 훌륭한 두 선수를 제치고 방어전에 성공하셨잖아요. 그게 비니 누구라는 사람하고 린다 홈즈라는 사람인데 그 도전자들은 어떻게 생각하시네요?
다 훌륭한 선수지요. 내가 우리 또 동양권이잖아요. 동양권이다 보니까 체구가 적다 보니까 더 그 선수들보다 더 열심히 해야만 해결됐고 정말 노력을 많이 했을 당시죠. 그 당시에는 정말 그 선수들 지금 그 말한 선수들 다요. 다 훌륭한 선수였고 제가 다 하나의 운이 좋아서 이긴 걸로 생각을 해주세요.
Well, I was able to defend them, but I believe they were all very excellent boxers. You know, as me as an Oriental, we are physically a little bit smaller than these, physically smaller than those challenger, but I believe they are all very excellent players. But I would say I need to put more effort and put more time to beat them because, as you know, I'm smaller.
Yeah. Now, even your rematch with Vinny Curto took place in the United States, and you still had very much support from a Korean crowd in the United States. Tell us about your memories of that fight, the rematch with Vinny Curto, and the Koreans that came over and the Korean Americans that were supporting you in that fight.
비니 커터라는 사람하고 리매치가 있었잖아요.
두 번.
리매치가 있었는데 그때 한국 사람들이 많이 박 선생님을 응원했는지 그쪽 비니 커터 씨도 많이 응원하고 그랬는데 그 매치에 대해서 어떻게 생각하셨는지.
한국에 있고 미국에 있어요. 그 여쭤보세요. 그러니까 그 중요한 거는 한국에서 했고 방어전을 했고 또 미국에서 했거든요. 그러니까 한국에서 할 때는 저는 LA에서 그때 방어했을 텐데 관중이 일방적으로 했지만 우리 교민들이 그렇게 또 그만큼 많이 왔었어요. 그래서 나는 아주 편안하게 시합을 했는 거죠.
I'm not sure which one you are referring to because I had two defense against Vinny Carter.
The one in the United States.
One in the United States. Okay.
Yeah.
He said one in the United States. It was held in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And at the time, of course, all the audiences is for the U.S. player. But even though, there were many Korean Americans in Los Angeles,
yes.
so I felt very at home, and I felt really comfortable fighting in Los Angeles.
Yeah. After some time and several defenses, you eventually gave up the IBF title and moved over to another sanctioning organization. Was that a difficult choice for you to make, to give up the IBF belt after having that opportunity? Was it a case of a lot of political pressure to do so?
나중에 방어전 많이 하고 성공적으로 방어전 하셨잖아요. 근데 IBF를 포기하고 다른 데로 이제 WBA인가 뭐 다른 데로 가실 때 그때 힘드셨는지. 왜냐면 그 IBF에서 그런 좋은 뭐라고 그러나 그 환경을 포기하고 이렇게 들어가는데 어떤 정치적인 압력이 있었던 건지 왜 그렇게
그런 거는 전혀 없고 우리가 이 보면은 WBA가 있고 WBC가 있고 WBA가 있고 IBF는 이제 나중에 내가 아까 얘기했잖아요. 내가 운이 좋아서 초대 챔피언이 된 거고 또 더 난 예를 들어서 있잖아요. 8차 방어를 하고 나는 세 책을 다 해보려고 했던 거죠. 그러니까 IBF, WBA, WBC까지도. 근데 WBA까지는 했는데 WBC에는 몸을 다쳤어요. 제가 WBA 2차 방어전 때 몸을 다쳐가지고 운동을 더 이상 못하게 된 거죠.
Like I said, being an IBF championship that I was very lucky. I put that in my luck that the goddess was with me, and as you know, I was successful to defend eight times. But see, I wanted to go to a little bit more bigger place, and it was at the time WBA, and I may be a little bit greedy. I wanted to be a champion in everything, on IBF and WBA, and I was able to be a champion in IBF. So next step, I thought it was a WBA, and also later I wanted to go to WBC, but after second.